How's it going, everybody? So, some things I've never shared with you before, but just to show you how crazy it all is. Mike's got some items, and I added a few items also. World War Z I already had, but there was actually two, so it's added twice. And Mike texted me one of the dates also, and it was confirmed. I'll go over that with you. Plus, he's got what, 1, 2, 3. He's got 5 quick ones. But my former mother-in-law, Candy's mom, she was born 10/25/1954. Had 88. Her daughter's second marriage progression to me, right in the heart of her number. Yep. My friend Eddie, where I paid for the divorce at the fire department, his long-standing girlfriend that he loved forever, long story, her birthday was on my divorce date. Two, Groundhog Day, 1971. She had 88 right in the middle of her number. I know the 88's for Trump and all, but that's what I tried to tell y'all. That 88, way before I knew about Trump, the Antichrist. 5, 6, 7, 8 years before that, I knew about these numbers. It was all about the 88, and I didn't understand 88 miles per hour and Back to the Future being Trump and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I can tell you when the separation and all that was taking place, right after that total solar eclipse of August 1st, 2008. That was right when my mom started getting the breast cancer, about the third time it came around, but that's the one that finally killed her. She had it off and on for like 15 years, I think. Always had done fine with it. But right when Candy and I were separating, it hit her, and the country was going through its big financial, what they called the real estate deal that kind of began then and ran all up into and in through 2009, the real estate debacle, which I forget what movie they did that was based off that. But at Sunday's Bible study, I didn't even do Revelation. Nobody even told me. It had like 5 views. Fascinating. So the World War Z we loaded, and the World War Z, there's 2 release dates. There's one that's going to hit on January 8th. And I removed it because I had it coupled with Octopussy June 6th. Nope, that wasn't either one of them. So that was a misnomer. So Octopussy right now stands all by itself. Looks kind of weird looking. Skyfall and World War Z. I should put those together, and probably will when I get around to it. So that June 8th is big stuff. We'll get to it when the time comes. The other release date of World War Z, I thought I would find it. Hang on. Well, that's right. It's all the way down on June 27th, which is there with a lot of stuff. That second one there bounces off April 19th, the day before the total solar eclipse of, which means June 28th hits on the total solar eclipse. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Release date of the Hammersmith. Total solar eclipse, April 20th, 2023. Oh, that's that day. Annular solar E, August 22nd, 1979. October 26, 1985 is when they first went 88 miles per hour on the car tag, James Bond. So talking about October 26th, 1985 hits on it. In other words, when the baby hit 88 miles per hour. And lastly, Tracy McGrady's birthday. Senior. Number 15688. 9/11 is 156 prime number. If he goes down 9/9, that's really very relevant because that has 9/11 as when he rises, which would have really been what 9/11 was about all along. Yep. All right, Michael's prep is as follows. Day of the Dead, 1985 film, using the premiere date of 6/30, 1985. Back to the Future came out 3 days later, 1985. Ooh, this is a big cipher here, y'all. Is linked to the total lunar eclipse of May 15, 16, 2022. The next date that is linked to is 6/21. Wow. Okay, hang on a second. How many days in a year? 365. Yeah, that movie release date called Day of the Dead has 365 progressions of 37 that will hit at the summer solstice. That's crazy. Okay. Very good. Let me load it. So that Day of the Dead movie, we will keep an eye on 6/30 is when the movie was released. So it's relevant. It's coming up. So I put it in there. Let's highlight it in red. But it hits on June 21st, which also connects with a total lunar eclipse. Total lunar. Dad's birthday, my senior year of football season. September 16th. All right, it's locked in. All right, Michael, I loaded it. Good job. 2008 remake of The Day of the Dead is linked to Trump's birthday this year, 6/14. The film is 86 minutes long. Whoa. So it's going to hit on 6/14. What else hits on 6/14 so we can just couple it with it without adding too many? October 26, 2019. Partial lunar. Looks like it's going to be a little busy. I might have to give it its own column. Hang on. Both are at lines 125. We have 125 items loaded. Some of them are doubled. So probably 130 plus items that we're tracking. Unbelievable. Okay. Day of the Dead, second version loaded. It's relevant. Day of the Dead Bloodline, another Day of the Dead related movie linked again to total lunar eclipse of 5/15. That's 5/15. Yeah, so it's the 5/16 date of the total lunar that hits on June 22nd. And 5/15 hits on the 21st. So it's a big round of days, you know, that whole 14th, 15th, 16th we just passed. There's a lot going on there. I was out in the sun a lot today, so I'm running out of gas, but that's cool. Anything I should couple that with maybe, because I'm not going to create its own line for it. Well, it's the same day as Day of the Dead release date. that released on 6/30. Ends on June 21st, along with another Day of the Dead style movie. So anyway, Day of the Dead movies are covered. I guess that's the theme. That's all that matters. Thank you, Michael, for that. You've been talking about Mamma Mia, big headline article about ABBA on CNBC today. Oh, well, of course. I mean, man, what could you see about all that ABBA stuff, y'all? That was insane. ABBA hopes to go one better than Elvis and Michael Jackson with new immersive performance. All right, so the kitten, we got it.
If you feel like, remember, yesterday was Friday the 13th. Tomorrow is a super blood moon, and according to the most annoying person you know, planet collapsed. Infants have nothing to eat. Women are forced to breathe. Men are ready to die for gasoline. And we suffer under the leadership of the one. Scary. I mean, babies are very.
I hope I did not play too much of that SNL because I already had this other video going. And I don't want to lose it. I was just about to get rid of the video because I feel like I played too much, but I was like, no, you already got a video going. I've been gone for like an hour and a half. I put this thing on pause, decided to go down and rescue the cat. I knew the cat was waiting on me. My son was abandoned by his mom. This kitten was abandoned by its mom. Like, y'all, this kitten would leave the car, come back to my car. They were like, I saw it over by so-and-so's car, but it came back to your car. I saw it in the bushes, but it came back to your car. And I'm like, why is this kitten coming in and staying and living in my car? And I just knew it. I was like, that kitten is waiting on me to go down there. And I finally went down there and it didn't, 5 minutes, boom. I knew it. I've done some balling because it's kind of been about my son situation. Jeez.
Day 2.
Dave's like, put the phone away. He's got an accent.
Big Dave's working it. It's been out of the car. It comes back to my car. Goes in the bushes, comes back to my car. Goes by other people's car, comes back to my car. Many people, a lady today and now Dave, playing with the cat.
Kitten.
They come so close.
Yeah, I took that bowl and started bringing it to me.
Say,
Came right to me.
how about an air horn?
Air horn. Water hose.
Tomorrow morning, I got to get on the road.
Sure do. So that was that one. Let's get rid of that one. Let's go to the next one. Bada bing, bada boom. Kitten almost rescued part 2. I knew it. I'd start making noise. It came right to me. Wouldn't do that for anybody else. I knew this thing was waiting on me. Other people have been trying to do what we were doing the whole time. I finally laid down for the first time.
I give you $20, cat. Come out of there.
And
20.
Be doggone if.
Can you pull that food towards you slowly? So he does.
Yeah, left Dave's accent. Slowly.
The phone's the fun part.
My bent finger. My bent middle finger.
Towards you. I think I'm out that way.
As a single parent, I raised my
You want me to
son.
grab him?
Come on.
I knew I screwed
I
up.
got nervous.
I was afraid he was going to bite me. And so I sissied out. I'm not too ashamed to tell you. Dave ended up bleeding, but he went for it. So we finally got it without the phone being on.
Kitten.
And it was taken to 401.
And 401.
Yes, I live on the Titanic
So
or the
to
Shining.
ask.
This place was
She
built
doesn't
in the
mind.
20s. Yeah, they're putting a hotel over there.
So the kitten is eating like crazy.
I paused and asked if I could video it. The man
So-
said, I'll come back.
No, I do. How grateful I am to you.
That's nice No, it brought tears to my
I
eyes.
started crying and talking to her.
I knew it was waiting on me. I knew it. And I laid down and it came right to me. And Dave was just going like, put your phone away. And it came right to me. He did. Oh, jeez. Yeah. I didn't. I sat up there on the balcony and watched all day and got sun and stuff, but I was like,
yesterday you were there at long
finally
time
went
after all
down there. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording here.
Yeah, and I told her the story of, you know, my son and his situation, and I just started bawling. I started bawling like a baby because it was just very, I just felt it. It was just very symbolic that cat would, it wouldn't go anywhere. It just stayed. Jeez. It just stayed in my car. And I knew it was waiting on me. I knew it was waiting on me to go. So anyway, I went down there and we got it. And yeah, after talking to Jean, she let me hold the cat. Of course, the cat had no problems with me holding it, like no problems at all. And I knew it wouldn't. I knew the cat was waiting, or the kitten was waiting on me. I just knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it'd come right to me. Marissa, my stepdaughter, she's like, why don't you keep it? And I'm tempted. I don't want to make an emotional decision though. So I just want my son to be okay. That's all. Because I've transferred all of my son's stuff to this situation is what it was. That's what I just knew. I knew that's what it was about. Like I knew it. 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 So he's in detox anyway for the third time. He's going to eventually die if he doesn't get it together, or if the Lord doesn't get him together. So let me blow my nose and finish out this video. Hey, it's 6:38. Yeah, I mean, everything's always just meant, things mean stuff in my life, just always has. That's what I show y'all through the numbers, blah, 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 always with the numbers, the numbers, the numbers, the numbers, dates, birthdays, things, events. All right, so let's keep going with Michael's prep. Notice that they showed day 1, day 3, day 8. That's 138. Donald Trump and Donald J. Drumpf is also 138. It says more zombies, more pan situations, right? More pan Democrats, we'll call it. They've told us this over and over. Day 1, exposure. Day 3, infection. Day 3, epidemic. And of course, you end up with the 1520 or 1520, which don't even get me started on all those numbers. So 138, 1520. Yeah, I know what that is. I know what that is. Let's keep going. And that is it for Michael's prep. That is the ABBA stuff. We've already taken care of today's chart. Let me make sure Michael doesn't have any more emails for us. And he did have one more email for us. EU advises countries to plan. There you go. There you go. So they want everybody to take their stuff. And we know in the movie No Time to Die, it ended up working in the opposite effect. Blofeld's people ended up infected, where he was expecting James Bond to get it and die right in front of everybody at the Spectre party. which was a kind of morphing into like an Eyes Wide Shut party, but it was sort of early. Yeah. So that's the world we live in right now. It's purely satanic. The article is 1669, 66 for the book of Revelation. I'm talking about the URL up at the top. It's got the 66 for the book of Revelation, or when it's 669, they always say you can flip the 9 upside down to make a 6. So it's really 1666 in their world. I don't do numbers like that. That's not part of my language. I don't turn things upside down. That's what Satan's world does. My language is straight up. My language of numbers has nothing to do with theirs. Nothing to do with theirs. It's been my own. I shared it with y'all. It's been since I was a child, and it's just kind of grown. Sorry, I got emotional. The whole cat story, kitten story, whatever. And don't forget, the Batman movie and The Dark Knight Rises, all about Catwoman. And my stepdaughter, who I was just on the phone with, all about cats. She takes in feral cats. And I told you my son's situation. That's my son years ago. The mother of his child, she has the, very red hair. And the child, my Tully, number 5, had the red hair at first. And my son with his dog, Ollie, a few years ago. Can't believe I found the picture. Remember when I showed y'all what I thought was a morphing between Trump's mom and my mom from the movie? Golly, what was it? Was from the Da Vinci Code. They go meet the Holy Grail and they cut to this photo, this portrait. And I said, there's one portrait. My mom never looked like this, but at one time in her life. And I said, they have taken that portrait of my mom and fused it with Trump's mom and like artificially, intelligently. Let me see if I can find a picture of Trump's mom. There's yours truly right there. Boy, I tell you what, look at those ears. And of course, I don't celebrate birthdays anymore. Not for my grandson, not anybody, but yeah, look at that Frankenstein head with those ears. Y'all know who that is? I'm not going to tell you. And there's my beautiful stepdaughter, taken yesterday. Isn't she something? She almost had me talked into keeping this kitten because she keeps feral cats. And she was like, well, you can do this and you can do that if you want. And I was like, well, I have to declaw it, right? Or it'll scrape up these leather couches. And she's like, oh, no. She goes, look at your fingers. Now picture cutting them off at the knuckle. So I was like, okay, I get it. She talked about scratch pads. You have to get scratch pads and all kind. But this all goes back to the whole Catwoman thing and the Batman. Yeah. Yep. I cannot find this one by Trump's mom. There's those ears again. That's me a few years ago. Look at the difference, man, when you don't have any hair. I told y'all my favorite number was 24. And what is Jesus Christ? 24. Strong's Concordance. My life with numbers, my whole life. Yup. Cover up those ears. I had to cover up my ears. Obsessed with covering up my ears, my big ears. Now I can care less about my ears. But you know how you are when you're young. Little things bother you. Because Trump and I's mom both have the name Ann spelled A-N-N-E as their middle name. I knew that was a fusion of both of them. I can't believe I found that picture. I had it all along. But I can't find the Holy Grail. Maybe off YouTube, I can grab it real quick. I'm going to have to put in the Da Vinci Code and just go find it. I could have swore I saved that. You know where it's at. It's in my Telling Truth 3 videos. Let me go that route. Found it. So you see this right here. That is not Trump's mom, but we know it is Trump's mom. But it's fused with that picture of my mom with her hair real short. Because they literally say like, now let me show you the Grail, which would be Trump's mom.
The Grail.
And he says, let me show you the Grail. And they cut to that photo. That ain't no accident. And you're like, well, what is that? That's not the Mona Lisa. Why did they cut to that photo? And what they did, they fused my mom with Trump's mom. Because as we're the point guard for the church here, he's the point guard for Satan's church. And if you've been with me all along, you know we've been showing you all the numerical. So you see that and you go to that. My mom never looked like that. But that one portrait had her. And then now we're going to go to what Trump's mom really looks like. Then you're going to let you decide whether it's a fusion or Donald Trump's mom, younger years face. Okay, is what I went for. Now, you look at that. Never seen that one before. That's my mom. That's Trump's mom. And now they call it the Grail. I don't know, man. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I swear, I'm just telling you. It's that crazy. My mom is not a redhead, but that's not what Trump's mom's eyes look like either. Oh, man. I'm just seeing ghost. Am I just seeing what I want to see? Both middle names A-N-N-E. And where else we at? I think we're about done now. What do you think? I hope that SNL thing doesn't, that my friend Vanessa shared with me. And I thought, well, let's just click it while I was sitting down. I read her messenger as I was starting to record. I was like, well, let's play it while it's recording. And I just hope I didn't play too much. I bet they don't shut it down. They shouldn't. I didn't play a lot. And I paused and stopped and talked through it a little bit, which helps. I don't even remember what this was about. Michael's prep. I don't know. We'll try to make it an attention grabber. Love y'all.